This video is a basic overview of how to get to Brightspace and how to navigate a Brightspace course. So first go to sunyjefferson.edu and you click on My JCC and you'll enter your username and your password. It'll take you to the JCC, kind of the Brightspace homepage, the portal. There's lots of different names for this, but this is the place where you're always going to go for your classes. So if you scroll down, you'll see your courses here. You won't have nearly as many options here as I do. This is a faculty account. But so if you're looking for a certain semester, make sure you click on the semester that you're looking for. If you don't see it here, there's a little bitty arrow you can click to the right and it shovels them to the right here. So let's say I'm looking for a summer class for 2025. If I just click on that, only my summer 2025 classes will pop up here. If you have trouble finding anything, you can always click on all and it'll list every single one of your possible Brightspace courses. If you don't see it here, click on this, it'll do the expanded view, and then you'll see literally everything that you're a member of. So for this one, I'm going to look for summer 2025, and I'm going to look at this class here. If it's the first time you've ever accessed that Brightspace course, you'll see this financial responsibility acceptance. Make sure that you do go through this. You only have to do it once for each of your courses. So next, it'll say some basic welcome stuff. So you always want to read the welcome stuff because it's going to be a little bit different depending on which class you're talking about. And then once you scroll down and finish that, click next again. There's your Meet Your Instructor information. And again, this will vary from instructor to instructor, but this is an easy place to find my email address, my phone, where my office is. If you want to make an appointment with me, how do you do it? Other kind of departmental contact. So just read through that and then click next. And then this is where it gets really important for each of your individual classes. So most of us will list specific things to do before you really dive into the course. Some people call this preview week exercises or materials, but you always want to do this before you really go into the course because it's typically going to set you up for success within that class. So read through the ready to get started. Make sure to see if it's asking you to do anything. Sometimes it's like post on a discussion board. Sometimes it's send your professor an email, but read through it and just follow the directions. And then you click dismiss, and that's the last time you'll have to do that pop-up every single time. Right? If you click on welcome start here, this is a module. So now I'm entering the welcome start here module. And you'll see this is basically the same stuff that you just saw in that pop-up one. Right? So if you ever wanted to go back and see that information, you can click on it here. So there's the Meet Your Instructor stuff. There's my welcome message for this class. So anytime you want to see what was in that pop-up when you first logged into the class, it's going to be in this first module. Down here, the table of contents, each of these are different modules. So this is the Welcome Start Here module. This is a course information module, course meetings and materials module. These ones you'll see probably in every single one of your Brightspace courses. I also have a how-to videos module. So these are kind of general overview videos of things that I expect you to know how to do. So make sure you click on this and that you completely watch all of them if you need help with any of those. Then there's your first module, and you won't see this because right now it's hidden from your view, so you'll just see this module 1 here. All of these, the table of contents view, is a little bit easier to navigate, I think, than if you clicked on course home, like if you first got to this Brightspace course, and then you see all these little tiles. So these are the same modules: welcome start here, course information, materials and meetings, how to, module 1, so on and so forth. Right? So this is where it always takes you to when you first log into a course. If you ever click on the content tab, that's when it'll take you to this view here. Okay. One thing that a lot of students do that you should not do is when you want to complete an assignment, a lot of students click on activities and then assignments. That'll take you to an assignment that you have to submit somehow to Brightspace, but it will not show you all of the information related to those assignments. This is only for things that you're going to submit. So you really should never go and use this tab and these drop downs because you're going to miss a lot of the stuff that you need to successfully complete assignments, discussions, quizzes, any of these things. But once you know how to navigate Brightspace, this is a quick way to get directly to any of these types of things. What you should do is go to the actual module. So I'm going to click on module 1. and there's an overview of the module. Here's the icebreaker. This is a discussion board topic, right? And it gives you some instructions for that. So then all you have to do is like, okay, I'm going to read this, see what it asks me to do, and then click on it, and then actually go to that discussion. So then it tells you right here, there are the instructions again, and I'm going to start a new thread. So when you start a new thread, that's your thread, so that now the post belongs to you. So just whatever your professor is asking you to do, make sure you read the instructions, start a new thread, and then make sure you complete any other rest of the assignment. So many of them, like this one, for example, it says, to get to know each other, please interact with at least 2 of your classmates by responding to their posts. So that means you have to start a thread with your post, with whatever it is that you needed to write there, but then you want to go back and respond to at least 2 other of your classmates. The response for this one, for example, is very vague. It just means interact with them, right? If somebody posted something about how much they love their dogs, and you also happen to love dogs, say something to them. It's like a quick little chat, right? If they talk about video games and you also are a big gamer, respond to that one and talk about how much you love video games, right? But if they give you very specific directions here, make sure you follow those specific directions. So once again, read everything. So I'm back here at the top of Module 1. So again, click on everything. So I click on the overview to see what the overview is. Click on the icebreaker to see what you have to do. Notice it also gives you due dates and due times here. So you want to post and respond by June 3rd at 11 o'clock in the morning. The way that I set up my courses is they don't lock after 11 o'clock. So if you're a little bit late, you can always still go back and complete the assignment. That's not going to be the same for all of your professors. So make sure if there is a specific date where it must be completed by, and if you don't hit that target date and time, you might get 0 for it, automatically 0. So make sure you understand your professor's policies for each one of your classes. And then keep scrolling down. You're just like, okay, here's my free writing 1. It's an assignment and it's due June 4th at 11. And you read the instructions. Again, anytime you want to complete something, you just click on it. It'll take you to the assignment page. So again, there's the instructions. Here's the submission box. And you scroll all the way down and you'll have a little complete or submit button here. I don't, because I'm not a student. If you don't know how to do any of these things, because this is your very first Brightspace course, go to the how-to videos. And these are kind of the things you need to know how to do anyway for anybody's courses. So I'm like, okay, how-to videos. How do I upload an assignment to Brightspace? Watch that video. How do I format a paper in MLA style? Watch that video. How do I access and download Microsoft Office? So for almost all of your courses, you're going to be required to use Microsoft Office products, specifically Microsoft Word for my courses, but everyone has a free subscription to Microsoft Office. If you don't know how to get to it, watch this video. It shows you how to get to it, shows you how to download it to your own computer, it shows you how to access the Microsoft Online where you don't have to download it, so watch that. Also, when I give you feedback, it'll be on Brightspace. So if you don't know how to view the feedback, make sure you click on this video and watch that video to see how to do something. Now that you know how to navigate Brightspace, you know how to upload assignments, you know how to properly format them if it's in for my class specifically. Now you're like, okay, now I'm ready. I can go and do my free writing 1 and I can submit it. Yay! All right. Other things you can do, there's like a grammar pretest for this course, for example. You want to complete that. There's another paragraphs quiz. There's a draft for the perfect paragraph. All of your assignments will be listed in order in my modules. So you just start at the top and you go to the bottom, paying attention to what you have to do, what the due dates are, and make sure you finish everything. Once Module 1 is finished and you've done everything, you'll see Module 2 open up. So right now you don't see it because it's hidden right now. But once you get close to completing Module 1, I will unlock Module 2, and then you can start working on Module 2. If you ever want to ask the class something, you can click on this, Class Community, and then ask the class. And it kind of tells you what this is. This is really, for example, if you were face-to-face in a classroom, it's the kind of question you might ask someone sitting next to you, or you might ask someone before or after class. So you can post it in here and hope to get a response, but I don't require everyone to monitor the Ask the Class discussion board. So if it's a question and you really can't find the answer to here in our Brightspace course, the best thing you can do is to email me directly. Again, email is the best, and if you read through all the information in the Start Here stuff, you'll figure that out. Brightspace messages aren't the best way because I only get a Brightspace message if I'm logged into Brightspace. Whereas my email, I check my email all the time, all day long. I get notifications. So sending an email to me directly, not through Brightspace, sending me an email is the best way to get a hold of me. And if you ever get lost with anything in here, you're trying to find something, you're not going to break anything, you're fine. So you can click on whatever you want. But if you get confused, you can always go back to course home and just go right back from the beginning. Like, okay, now I know what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to go back to the course home because this kind of layout made sense for me. Okay, now this is what I want to do. Oh, there it goes. I want to go to how-to videos. Right. Again, this is just a different view of the content view. If you ever want to check your grades in the class, you just click on the Grades tab and you'll see just your grades. So you'll see, for example, final draft perfect paragraph. How many points did you get out of 100, right? And then once you've submitted it and I've graded it, you'll get a grade for it. And there's all your other assignments here as well. So depending on what class you're in, your grade book will look different, just like what is in these content modules will look different. But the navigation is still the same. How you submit assignments is still the same. So this same basic format should be very similar in all your other Brightspace courses. But if you have any questions, just send me an email and ask me.